All right, here we go. All right, guys. I'm sorry I didn't post up yesterday. They were just having. I'm just all I would have done is repeat myself again about how blue blazes hot it was up on that roof of the casino, and how we were all dehydrated and busting our hind ends. But you know, when I got back to my campground last night, you know, I didn't last very long, and boom, I was out. And you know, I kept waking up from cramps from being dehydrated. I can't tell you how hot it is up on that roof. I can't. It's especially for a fair-skinned, blonde hair, you know, little white boy like me. It was pretty rough. But we did it. You know, I mean, we're rocking. You know, we're getting her done. And thank you, Mr. Alexander, for being a good leader. Because he was, you know, he's like, let's try to get as much done as we can before we burn up and turn into flames, and poof, we're all, you know what I mean. And yeah, I don't know if any of y'all ever been to Florida, but you know, it can get quite brutal here. But we're going to be off for the next 3 days, and Mr. Alexander said, you know, no problem. You know, you got the next 3 days. Go make some videos, and we are. He showed me this really cool park that is far better than that preserve, and has barbecue grills and bathrooms and electricity and water, and we might, you know, I try never to stay in the same spot for too long. You know, I try to move around, that way I'm, you know, nobody can pin me down. And you know what I'm saying. It's you know, it's not that I'm invisible. People see me. It's just, you know, I try not to stay in the same spot, you know, every night for any lengthy period of time. That can be dangerous, so don't do that. But we're going to be off from now. We knocked off around noon today, and I don't have to be back to work till Monday. And so we're going to go to Miami, guys. We might even head out tonight. And go down to Miami. We're going to go to a place I believe is called Wynwood, and my buddy up there in Melbourne was telling me about this place, and the whole area, it's just all these murals on these buildings, and we're going to go, and I've Googled it, and it looks pretty impressive. So we're gonna try to go get some video of that, and we might go to Biscayne Bay while we're there in Miami if we can, and say goodbye to Mama. You know, I didn't really get a chance to say goodbye to her, so we're going to go to Biscayne and say goodbye. I got some pork chops, and I got myself a little fire going there. Don't even need charcoal here, man. There's plenty of wood to burn around here. And, you know, we cooked these pork chops. They're almost done already. That's why I'm showing them to you. That's what we're going to do. We're going to chill out here in the park. Let me give you a little view. There's a big lake here. You know, I'm probably going to start hanging out at this park a lot. And it's huge. It's huge, man. There's this big lake, and they rent boats, or they're not boats. It was explained to me that it's some kind of a zip line or something. I'll get some better video of it, but I think it just like pulls you around. You don't even have to paddle or pedal, you know, to get around it. And there's a nice dog park. I've heard it has some stupid hours, whatever. But you know, I'm not. They haven't let me be in charge yet. If I were in charge, things would be far different. But it's a really nice park, and it's gigantic. It's gigantic. You know, for a public park, it's probably one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. And I'm pretty sure it's not a state. It's not a state park. You know, I think it belongs to the county. You know, some rich guy probably donated the land, whatever, in his will, and you know, I don't know the story. We'll do some research about it. But it's got some nice stuff. It's got restrooms. I was kind of hoping it'd have showers, but it doesn't. That's okay. Look right here. Let me show you. This is how I'm going to take a bath today, which is still easier than bird bathing it at Publix or a 7-Eleven. And I'm not promoting either one of those people. But look right here. I can just sit under that spigot right there. And look, it's got some super good power to it. Look at the power. I'm going to be clean in about 10 seconds, man. And I'm going to be hosed down. I'm going to be hosed down like a, well, I'll try to keep this one clean. But it's a real nice place, and we're going to have a good meal today. We're going to hide from the sun under this pavilion for a little while, let that sun go down a little bit, and I think we might head out to Miami tonight. We'll just, I'll play it by ear. It wasn't supposed to rain today, but it did a little bit. But luckily, it didn't rain here in this park, so the wood was still dry, so that I didn't need to, I didn't need to cry about, wasting $10 on pork chops. Let me pull them off this fire because they are done. They're done. I'm not going to cook them anymore. I don't like eating my food too well done. Say, oh, you got to cook pork and chicken, beef. I don't even really hardly cook my beef. I'll walk right up to a cow and just cut a hunk off their ass and eat it. They don't like it at all, but that's just the way I like my beef. And even pork chops and chicken, I don't. I get the center to 150 degrees, and then that's it. And if there's some germs, bugs, or worms are running there, my body we'll eat them too. We'll eat them too, because we'll eat anything except for beef liver. I don't like beef liver. There's just something about it. I don't think I'm allergic to it, because I've never broken out in hives or anything. There's just something about beef liver. I don't know, man. I just don't like it. I like the smell of it when it's cooking, and I'll cut a hunk off and stick it in my mouth and chew it. But it just doesn't really like to go down. There's just something about beef liver I don't like. And but I'll eat anything else. I surely will. Even the eyeballs out of a dead dog on the side of the road, I'll eat it if I get hungry enough. And I'm pretty sure I told you that already. If anybody is not willing, you're trying to survive and you're not willing to eat the eyeballs out of a dead dog on the side of the road, then you probably won't survive. So being picky is not an option, with living, on the road. All right, listen, guys. Over the weekend here, I'm probably going to make a bunch of videos, and I'll try to keep them as short as possible and explain what's going on as best I can. I just wanted to kind of give you a view of the spot that I'm in. These pavilions are nice. They have electricity, water. There's, restrooms here. I kind of thought there were going to be showers here, but that's okay. I showed you the hose there already, so, we got that. And all I have to do is, just go sit down underneath of it, and I'm going to get a bath, Blah, blah, blah. We had a good week. We got a lot done. Mr. Palmer said Mr. Alexander said that, yes, I can talk about his company because, he trusts me not to say anything bad about it. And I won't. I really like this guy. I mean, he buys me lunch every day. I love this guy. Hell, I'll work for food for this guy. But this is the name of his company, Farmers IES, specializing in automation and controls, which I'm glad he knows what he's doing because, I look into some of these boxes, man. It's like looking at a bowl of spaghetti, and I'm like, oh, crap. What do I do now? I'm sure I could figure it out, whatever, but I don't like using my brain that much. If I have to, I have to. But, I understand, I'm not as smart as Einstein, but I do understand his theories, but... All right, guys, look, I'm going to eat. I'm fixing to eat my pork chops right here. Probably won't be able to eat all of them. That's a bit much for me, but we'll wrap up and save the other ones for the trip. We're going to go to Miami, and I believe the name of the place we're going to go to is called Wynwood. I'm going to Google my friend up there in Melbourne and say, am I right about that, Wynwood? And we're going to go there and get some video of that. And, start practicing going out from here. This is a real nice park. It really is. When he told me the name of the park, when Mr. Alexander told me the name of the park, he called it one one name, but he called me back and said, that's not the name of that park. And he told me what it was, the name, but I can't remember now what it is. But you know, I'll probably be spending a lot of time here because you know, it does have the barbecue grills and these nice pavilions, and you know, it's a beautiful park. It's huge. It's got all kinds of really cool stuff that you can have fun here. Fishing, swimming. It's got beaches on the lake, and you know, hopefully it doesn't have any alligators in that water, because you know, I don't want. As cool as it would be, I really don't want to get a video of seeing somebody, you know, snatched under the water by an alligator. You know, I wonder if they got alligator patrol here. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Because an alligator, as much as I love it here, I'm pretty sure the alligators would love it here too. But I'm not worried about alligators because, you know, personally, you know, I think they taste great. You know, I love eating alligators. So if I actually saw one in the water, that alligator might get in trouble, because we would put him or her on that grill right there. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. And well, I'm gonna go ahead and eat my meal, and in a little while here we'll let the sun go down, and then we might just head to Miami tonight. I've Google mapped it, and it's not terribly far at all. And you know, maybe tonight we'll get a few hours rest on Miami Beach. We'll see what happens. I need to I need to do a little work on the bike, like my sign here. I need to repaint it. You know, it's been rained on a bunch of times, so you know the you know, what's supposed to be indelible ink has kind of wore off. So we need to. But I have the marker to fix that. You know, but it's not as red, as it's not as eye catching as it used to be. I prefer the front one better than the back, but we'll work on that. We'll work on that a little bit, and we need to work on our brakes a little bit too. It's not that I can't brake, it's just since I had to fix that front tire. I remember I think I showed you that one in a past video when I had to fix it, whatever. You know, it's doing good. It is. It's holding up and everything, but I think I either need to adjust the brakes or get new, I don't know what they call them, those little rubber things that you know, pin down on the wheel. You know, I just need to adjust them, because I hear this and especially when I turn the bike, it even kind of locks them down, and I need to figure out why that's happening. I'm sure it's because of the basket. You know, it's kind of pinching the cables, but you know, we'll work on that a little bit, and we're just going to listen to some Pandora. And I know they're a corporation, so I'm not promoting them either, but I love my Pandora. I surely do. And we're going to listen to some rock and roll, eat pork chops, and work on the bike a little bit, let that sun go down. And then we're going back to Miami, like that Blues Brothers song. Alrighty, guys. This is my first video for this trip. We're making a trip to Miami. We're coming out of, I believe this is Deerfield Beach. If it's not Deerfield, it's Coconut Creek, but it's, you know, I'm like smack dab in the middle of Coconut Creek and Deerfield Beach. And this is a real nice park. It surely is. And I'll get back to you as to the name of it. He did tell me, but I kind of forgot it already, because I have Dane Bramage. All right, guys. I'll holler at you back here in a little while. Let me go eat my pork chops. Later. Stay out of trouble, guys.